everyone. Good to see you all. I am a clean-shaven and led well, except for this, of course. Yes, the beard went away for vacation. Great to see you all today. Appreciate you being in here to start us off. Love it, love it, love it. Samo is P1. Nielsen, P2. Blank, P3. Farouk, P4. Fourth place energy for you. And Drones, P5. Steven Dixon, P6. Great to see you. Steven Dixon, a member of the Stud Club for 3 months. Thank you, man, for your support. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a very good vacation. Steven Sills, good to see you, man. And there's BL with the new look, Mama BL, very appropriate. Catching up here. Guys had a lot to say. Borat, yes, you are on time, sir. Yeah, I'm about to check out the top replay to see what the wall riding's all about. Can't wait for it. Just can't wait. And Steven Sill's a member of the Stud Club for 9 months. Man, thank you, bud. Appreciate you, friend. Good to see you, Nielsen. Wayne, hello from work. Good to see you, bud. Yep. So yeah, we are back. All is well in the lead pencil household. It was the longest vacation we've ever taken. So it was, but it was a good time. And it really did. It took a while. Like it was a good long vacation. It made today at work kind of if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's good to be back and check out these dailies. We'll see what yeah, exactly. Drones did do that. Yeah, you let me know ahead of time about that. So we'll see it for ourselves here in a moment. We'll see how rusty I am too. Apart from when I was injured back in 2022. Yes, 2022. That was a 3-month or 4-month break from playing the game. This is probably the second longest break I've had from the game, so this will be interesting. Let's see. Something else I want to do real quick. Appreciate everybody who was watching the various videos I had posted. I'll go ahead and post the last one that dropped on Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna post that, pin that to chat in case you haven't seen it. This is probably my favorite race of last year, because I really felt I was totally out of it, and then all of a sudden, a very, very strange turn of events that turned into our favor. So. Put that there. Hey there, Barube. Good to see you, bud. Yep, we do have Learn with Lead set up for Saturday. We got Poly Mazda going to be in, and Drones as well. So excited about that. Working the details out for it. We'll see what time that's going to be. I do have a later afternoon shindig to deal with, so our sessions will be on a little on the earlier side. All right, let's see what this is all about, shall we? They gotta turn on the wall collision penalty for this. Like, how do they not know that that's going to happen. It's silliness. Is what it is. I don't know, I almost don't even want to do a lap guide for this one. So the question is, can you get away with that every time, or do you have to hit the wall a certain way to make it happen? It just ruins the ride. You know what I mean? Like, this could be a great combo. Fewer corners, high speeds. The same in quali, started P1. Then he just drove normally because of him. At least 7 cheaters. Oh my goodness. Oh, good stuff, Dixon. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, and so the thing that's happened in the past with this situation is they do an update on Thursday and clear everybody's times. And I don't think I want to put in the time for a race like that. That's how I'm feeling. I hate it because I feel like, yeah, could be great. Hey there, player. Good to see you, man. Mr. Player himself. Player featured in a few of our videos over the last 2 weeks. We race this guy a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Although this right here, this is interesting. Oh, 9 days still though. My dream car from when I was a teenager, Ferrari F50 at Yas Marina. I might try that. Yeah, it's not cool. Not cool, in my opinion. There's a lot of power in that car. All right. Let's watch some Burton here, shall we? Hey, Slow, good to see you, man. Oof. 75. Up to 4th gear. Little lift, okay. You just got gold there, Dave. Nicely done, bud. Appreciate you coming in and saying hi. LVP, thank you, bud. Hey, Portal, it's good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in. Good to see you all. Did you now? Fourth gear exits. Fourth gear is your friend. That is right on the edge, baby. Yeah, that's serious. It was great, Slow. It was a great time. Lots of family time. It was awesome. All right. Let's see how bad we are. Yeah, that's right. This is one of my unfinished, kind of my unfinished liveries here. I don't even have racing softs for this car. That's kind of crazy. Okay. See how we do. Oh my goodness. My giant son was here last or something. Okay. Thank you, Slow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Thinking the same thing there, Nielsen. It's gonna be a lot of spins here to begin, I think. Nope, that is still not right. Just, I went for it first time. Like, what am I thinking? We'll go for the safe one first. Aussie Pug! Hey, man. Great to see you, friend. Wider entrance. Much later. Much too late. Whee! That was close. Did you really, Ozzy? Fantastic, man. That hurt. No tire temps. It's Ramboy. Hey there, bud. Great to see you. Cars everywhere. Peanut! Oh, it's good to see you, man. Me. Yeah, I didn't quite believe. So no tire temps. That wasn't the button I wanted. There we go. Yeah, it's not showing up anywhere right now. I didn't totally reset it yet. Hang on. Thanks, Wicked. Good to see you in chat, man. It was better to see you in person, though. I will say that. Oh, boy. Penalty! Gotta get turn one straightened out. Yeah, BL's next for sure. For those who didn't see, you can see in our Discord when me and Wicked, my family, his family, we all met up. It was great stuff. Sean Ortiz, member of the Sun Club for 2 months now. Thank you for your support, bud. Rare? Thinking about that one. Yeah, keep thinking about that one there, Ozzy. Okay. Yeah, I like to test everything. You're exactly right. Thump. SMF! Good to see you, man. Yeah, it was great. Great vacation. You think so there? Yeah. That was the other unexpected surprise when we met Wicked. He let me drive his Stingray. That was crazy. Fastest car I've ever driven. In real life. Believe it. There was a short video, yeah. I haven't posted it yet. Thanks, Wicked. There we go. That was a good launch out of there. Jerk car, what are you doing? BL. Oh. Must get the car straightened before you plant it down on the floor. Only way to roll. Didn't get slow enough. Yeah, I could make up some time here though. Yeah, a little bit. She's a bully, BL. Wow, that was worse, huh? Okay. I broke too late. Oh, Burton actually has a wiggle right there. Woo! Man, didn't get the gearing right when I downshifted. Probably not. Oh! No, pin! I don't know how. Too greedy on the throttle there. Hey there, Doc. Great to see you, man. Why did I short shift? Lost it in the last 2 turns again. Interesting. What, 28.1 as an optimal? Are you kidding? Renzo, great to see you, friend. We are going to reset, actually, I think. No tire temps, but I'm feeling like the tires might be about not great at the 13th lap. Remember how I said to not put your foot to the floor until you got the car straight? I didn't do it that time. Something different about me. Thank you, Barube. Oh, is that what we're talking about? The beard is gone. Nice dirty tires. Okay. Edward E., great to see you, man. I did post in the Beard's channel on the Discord, last day for the Beard for the season. Okay. I think I lifted too much. I actually had it pretty stable there, and I chickened out. Nice, Renzo. Get after him, my bud. Nope. You know, it hasn't been, I'm going to say this out loud and test the Red Bull Ring gods, but I haven't gotten that many penalties so far. But what good is the stream if I don't voice my thoughts, right? Rusty, good to see you, bud. SD, good to see you, man. Nice, Renz. And RCZ, okay. Woo! Lightning is on its way. Clear sky at Red Bull Ring, but yeah, I'm gonna get struck. Semi-shaky, for sure. Whoa, Beard has become a member of the Stud Club. Welcome, bud. Thank you for signing up. Appreciate you, man. Burger, we say. Oh, thank you for the 30 likes, everyone. I cooked burgers on vacation. They were yummy. Yeah. If we haven't thrown up, LVP did. If we haven't thrown up a stud emoji yet for Beard, please throw up a stud emoji, everybody. Yoo-hoo! Awesome, Beard. Appreciate you, man. No. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, SMF. Kind of why I don't want to do any of it today. Oops, that's going to be rough. Well, hello there, Ratty Hunt. Good to see you, man. No, you dummy. I did do a lot of driving. I did about 2,800 miles of real-life driving. Oh, that was close. What are you talking about? We'll go ahead and keep going. We've given birth. I just read it. You and Steven Sills both. Thanks, B-Nut. I really love driving, in case you haven't noticed. Ooh, it's a lot of wheel spin. That doesn't matter, we got the pen anyway. Bummer, we're hanging right with my best time. Yeah, very close. Chaos Druid! It was great, man. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. And you've been a member for 11 months. More stud emojis for these exceptional studs, please. Yeah, it's something that I like to do at Red Bull Ring. Turns 1 and 2, there really isn't opportunity for trail braking. So I like the extra stopping power of putting it to the front. And then the rest of this, I have lots of opportunity for trail braking, so that's why I roll it to the back here. Lots of stud and super stud emojis, my goodness. keep forgetting what gear I'm in there. I have an optimal of 0.1. So I'm trying to get as close to that as I can. Is it still the case? Oh, that was the last one. But yeah, I had a 0.1 optimal. That one. So let's take a look-see. I saw Couch Driver had a 27.7. Yep, sure did. Barely a 7, but it still counts as a 7. Yeah, if I could just shave a couple more tenths off. Yeah, there's 0.1. I mean, if I could get a 0.2 and I had optimal of 0.1, that's pretty respectable. Yes, it is there, SD. He was in the Lancer, yeah. Okay, sounds good, Rad. I did see what your time was. Yeah, both the Lancer and the WRX have really short gear ratios. Yeah, so says Kermit. Right on the edge there, might be a pin. No pin. Ha ha ha. Yep, not as much lift that time. Whew. I got a boatload of oversteer. Which is a bummer. If that had been timed right, that'd have been amazing. Point three? Point three. Point two was there though, I think. Oh no, not according to the optimal. Still bringing a little too much speed to the apex. He's causing troubles. Well, it really depends on the type of turn there, SMF. So, I agree with you. +5 is always the fastest if you're doing a lot of trail braking. But turn 1 and turn 2 don't really give you time to trail brake. So I find that moving it to the front, I get more stopping power, which means I can begin braking later. Most of the time. Wasn't straight. There's Nielsen saying what I just said. Yep. So another track that's a good example is Gilles Villeneuve. Lots of big braking zones, lots of time fully on the brakes, with then either a chicane or a hairpin afterwards. Great example of a spot where trail braking is not as needed. Yeah, most of the time, hastening the rotation of the car is going to be where it's at because you can get on the throttle sooner. No pin? 10, there it is. More pin, more spin. All right, let's try again. Yeah, so I did my first after the Central Racing Strategies proper was finished, I did a whole series on brake balance, and I did testing and whatnot for different things. And really, I mean, brake balance is all about what you're really trying to go for, because speed, gaining speed is one reason to move the brake balance, but you also have tire saving, you also have control as purposes. So yeah, tire saving, control, and speed. So when you're moving the brake balance, you have to decide which you are going for. Sometimes races make it interesting and tough because you have to. So you have to decide. Okay, if there's a high tire wear, car's difficult to control, but you also want to be fast. Obviously, what are you going to focus on? So yeah, so that first video, let me just throw that out there. Yeah, so here's the first one. Oops. Yes, the first video on brake balance. I'll just pin that one to the chat now. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not always sometimes it might surprise you what you actually need to do in order to tire save or maintain control of the car. So that'll take you down the rabbit hole of brake balance. That's the first video. And then the other ones, the next one after that is for control, and the next video after that is for speed. So yeah, take a look at those. You might learn a thing or two, help you out a little bit. Steven Sills made it home from work. All right. You should be learning with Ratty on. Yeah, if you're on controller. Darn right. Okay, opening lap. Tires are cold. They're not ready for anything yet. Oh, gotcha, drones. Yeah, okay. Cool stuff. That's a whole lot of gravel in my wheel well. We'll give this a little longer. I don't know if I can break into the 2s or not. We'll see. So close to getting that right. I think that was clean. Don't know what I'm doing with the gears there. We managed it. There we go. Not a bad launch that time. Nuts. Oops. So much wheel spin. Oh, thank you, Ghost. Appreciate you, friend. Awesome to have you stop by, my bud. Rusty's off work. Time to go home and work. Yep, work after work. Totally understand. Oh, so close. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. Appreciate you, man. Glad you enjoy the videos. Oh dear. Just got into sim racing. Well, welcome, bud. Snuck it in, right? Come on. Be nice to me, game. Be nice. Good. Too much wheel spin again. Oh, she went wide. Shh, 1 second that time. Yeah, I did it one time, but the trouble is I can't do it on the regular. I think that's how I got an optimal of a 0.1. Okay, without a pen, please. They have, SD, they have. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there. Just not pulling any more ground on it. Not too bad for the first day back after 2 weeks. Oh, me and Jason are tied. Yeah, it's tough. Tough to get the rest of it there, but... Player with a nice time, too. Player win the Beatles as well. Nice. I think 2 weeks went by fast. Not for me. Everything slowed down quite a bit during vacation. Long days next to the fire pit. All right. Oh, I didn't save it. Well, that's fine. Too late now. Okay. Like you guys know, we are going to do a lap guide here in a little bit. We are also gonna take a picture for a thumbnail. You know what? I think I have one already, and I didn't. Let me. I'm going to take a break. Actually, to take a break, I need to have a dialogue with the thumbnail makers. And then I'll be back in a little bit. So sit tight with some words from our children, and we'll be back.
Oh! Where's Dadu? Where's the Dadu? The pencil is my Dadu. I'm looking for him. There! Oh! Oh! Dadu is probably racing.
What to do? Oh my goodness, do you know what I have not done in so long? Okay, I have not gone onto somebody's stream and said nasty things about them. It is seriously so much fun. Like, literally, I'm just there to tell them that their methods of playing a video game is not satisfactory to me. But anyways, okay, so I haven't done this guy before. Let's see here. You are a nut bunny. Why do you measure things with burgers?
Hi guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Well, that's what we forgot to do. Since right now it's just really boring. I'm just waiting for Mr. Leadhead to come back. You should absolutely subscribe to him. And hit the like button because it makes him so happy. Also, look at my mane. I use peach shampoo. You guys! Only 999,998,907 more subscribers until we hit 1 billion! At our current rate, it's gonna take like 3,153,600,000 seconds.
I was watching Lead Pencil, but it looks like he's not on right now. We gotta wait. What to do? Oh, I'll take a nap.
Hello, class. Welcome to the first day of Miss Neverfeather's Gormless Guidelines. Now, take out your driving journals and write down the first 6 tips on the chalkboard. 1. Apexes are predators and will eat you. 2. You don't need tires. 3. Always drive outside your limits. 3. If you want to accelerate, press the pedal to the left.
Oh, hi guys, I am selling fire tires. They make your car look smoking hot. Just and literally and figuratively. I guess I don't need to use the blowtorch. Anyway, if you need to pick up a pair, visit Enzo's www and some more W's and another W.
Hello, I'm Breeze, and in case you're just joining us, we're at the last lap here at Daytona. Mr. Dinky Car is in first place with Led close behind. Led just took that outline so well, leaving Mr. Dinky Car in the dust. Oh my word, Led passes the finish line, then Mr. Dinky Car. What a race, folks, what a race! What did you say? Oh no, you guys. We've just received word that Led took out a couple of young, innocent cones. Oh no, we're gonna have to give this one to Mr. Dinky Car.
Okay, so Lead Pencil asked me to get a book by, I don't know his name is, well, what's his face? So it's on the 15th shelf, okay. Okay? I'll just hit my way out.
You most certainly will not.
I'll just read my way out. So guys, do you know about gas? Because gas is really important for cars because cars need to drive, and if they don't drive, that's bad. Also, and make sure to put gas in before you go racing, because if you don't put any gas in before you go racing, your car will stay in the same place, and that's bad for racing, because in races you have to go really fast. And also, make sure to turn off the car before you put in any gas, otherwise it could blow up.
Okay, so I'm figuring out what manufacturer to use for the Manu Cup. Alright, let's see what we have here. So, oh, I hear Lead Pencil really likes the Renault, but I'm thinking I'll go with Mr. Bushi, or Fraud, or maybe McLaren? Wait, what's this one? Perske, Porchle, Po, give me a break.
That's the smell of tires. That's the smell of tires and racing. Hey, you guys are watching my petrol. Thank you for watching my daddy. The smell of burnt tires.
All right, we're back. We're back. Okay, set up here for the lap guide. And And while I was away, we had some studs come in. We see got LG. Good to see you, LG. I do know that reference. That's Welcome Back, Cotter. Vinny Barbarino. Epstein? Is that one of the guys? Orshak. Nando, good to see you. And Big Papa, great to see you. All right. So let's get things situated. Oh, I should hear a few things while I do this. Okay. Got that there. So I know it because of Nick at Night. I remember when it came on Nick at Night, and BL actually, being my mom and knower of all sitcoms, at least from the past, told me about it and said it was worth a watch. So I did, and I watched a lot of those episodes back in the day. You were keeping up with the A+ Subies there, Nando? I'm sure you were, sir. Aw, sweet Nielsen, way to go, dude. Trust me, this is enough of a challenge. Trust me, I don't need any more challenge. If I was someone who could hop into any old car and compete with these fast boys, sure, why not? But that's not me. At least not yet. Maybe one day I can be alien-like that. All right, so we got lap guide incoming now. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Might ignore you, chat, for a little bit while I do this. Try and keep it as streamlined as possible. Okay, so Red Bull Ring, always known for its penalties, always known for the risky turn one and the roll of the dice that it is. So we'll talk about turn one in a minute. You'll notice that when I was doing the race, or when I was practicing, I am moving the brake balance. Not necessary to do. It's something that I like to do, I prefer to do for myself. I can really feel those differences when I'm coming into turn one and turn two. Technically it's turn three. But I'm talking about the hairpin at the top. And then we've got turn, I guess what is technically turn 5, which is the slow right-hander. It's like the main turn. It's a major turn. It's turn 3, really. 1, 2, 3 over there. So I begin to move the brake balance to the back. We were talking about it earlier in chat. And basically turn 1 and turn 2 don't have as much opportunity for trail braking, so I opt for more stopping power, and that's how I roll with that. Yeah, so that's basically the idea with that. Let's look at the visualizer for turn 1. And so with that, we're looking at just not quite a 90-degree turn. And the key with this thing, it is a roll of the dice, but you can increase your chances of success if you do a whole lot of turning before you get to the apex, and then straighten on exit as much as possible. So that's what's depicted here in this in the visualizer. So it is a heavy braking zone. We gotta get the turn in just right, and then if you're in the Subi, you'll want to exit in 4th. Now, importantly, you'll want to be on the throttle right here, before the apex, and you will have wanted to straighten already, because as you well know, it's very bumpy in this spot. So the more steering you are inputting in this part, the more likely it is the car's just going to go out from under you. Okay? Now, the other thing too is you get on the throttle here, but you don't hold that throttle fully all the way through here. You're going to lift slightly after the bounces here. Just let the car settle and then get back on the throttle. Plan to go wide, obviously not too wide. This is a spot where a lot of pens can happen, so we understand that. But that's what that looks like. Then on the track, so I'm parked right here at the 100. This is the brake marker. You could also use the white line. I'm trying to brake as I pass the 100 board here. That's the idea that we're going for. So then that line, then you're going to get as wide as you possibly can, and I mean way over here. Get your right tires barely touching the green, the right tires barely on the green. Sort of try and straddle the curbing and the green, so you can get as wide as you can, and you don't lose really any stopping power by doing that as well. And then I want you to turn just as you pass the 50. I like to downshift a second to get a little bit extra rotation, but pretty much right by this point right here, I'm off the brakes. I'm waiting to see how the car has responded. I'm trying to maintain between 71 and 73 miles per hour going to the apex. I pick it up to 4th, and I'm on the throttle now. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. Go over these bumps, clobber this apex like you mean it. Little lift, and by little lift I mean, you know, try to be in the 60 to 70% throttle input. Don't fully lift off. You're actually going to lose more momentum that way. Then you're back on the throttle. Plan to be out here. Remember, you want to be as straight as possible on exit, so that you end up basically like that. And if you end up just like this, you're not going to get a pen. There are other ways to not get a pen and even be wider than this. You are risking a lot if you do that. Not something that I can do consistently. Some other people can, so more power to them if that's the case. All right, the hairpin up at the top, really tough. I will say I'm not as happy with how I performed on this particular one right here. Once again, 100 board is your friend. Beginning to brake just as you pass the 100 board, okay? And as you're on the brakes, you're gonna move over slightly to the left, getting your right tires onto the curbing. We'll talk more about that in a moment. For now, let's look at the visualizer again. So we have, now we're beyond 90 degrees, and we're getting a good look at this big braking zone, turn-in point. You really want to, here's what you really want to be doing, okay? You want to be braking fully, and you want to be in a position where you cannot lift off the brakes, because if you do, you're going to go too deep. You gain a lot of time, and you can gain a lot of time, period, and a lot of time on your competitors if you can really nail this braking point. Honestly, when I've raced this in the past, if you really nail this better than other folks, you can easily gain 2/10 just in the braking zone, which is huge, right? You want that. All right, so take a look at this wide line, late turn-in wide line that we're looking at, late apexing. Once again, you're carrying very minimal speed. You're around 40 miles per hour. You hike it up to 2nd, and I want you to just blip the throttle mid-corner, or maybe even a little bit before mid-corner. Just apply the throttle, get the feel, the sense for the grip. Don't apply full throttle though until you get past the apex and you have straightened the car. If you try to apply throttle and number one, the tires are cold, and you have or you have too much steering rotation there, then the car's going to make you pay, and you're going to spin pretty nastily. Okay. All right. So that's what that looks like there. Let's look at the visualizer. So applying the brakes right here. Then as you're braking, you're moving over to the left like we talked about, trying to get that wider angle. So you can use a few things for turn-in point. There is a seam in the asphalt right here, right where the number 1 is right now. You can also use the F on the left, that number 8 on the left, F8, however you want to do. Oh, there you go, T3, it says it right there. Okay. So that's what that looks like there. That's your turn-in point. Now you're turning in, you're down to first. This is where you're up to second. And this is where I was not executing as well as I wanted to, because I was not really able to get on the throttle at this point and get that initial blip. I was more like right around here where that was happening. So that's a place where I need to improve. Okay, and then you get there, you get on the throttle, straighten the car, now full throttle out. Okay? All right, once again, we're looking for the 100 board, but this one, we're going downhill. Can't really push this braking marker too bad. So like the other two, I've been saying you want to brake as you pass it. This one, we probably need to be braking as we get right in front of it. So this is probably a good braking point right here. And I don't really want to push it too much beyond this, okay? Now for the visualizer, once again, we'll open that up. But this time, it's more of a lot of patience. So with this corner, you have negative camber in the turn. So you have this downhill portion right here, really rough. And that downhill actually still is happening right here. There's a slope from here to here that you want to account for. That's why it feels like you can't get on the throttle as early as you should be able to, and it's because of that negative camber. All right, so you're braking heavily. You get the car turned, and you just downshift, and you be very patient. Decelerate all. Here's what's key. Decelerate all the way to this point right here, right at the apex. Getting on the throttle sooner probably is not a good idea, because you probably haven't rotated the car as much. It's just not going to do it. You have a lot of understeer happening because of that slope. All right, so that's your approach. It's really easy to go too deep. It's very easy to also apex too early. So the margin for error is pretty slim in this part, especially considering it's a slow corner, and that's unusual. Usually you have more margin for error with a slower corner. All right, on the actual track, decelerating all the way through this part, down to third, turning with these tire marks here, get down, and then this is your patient area. This is where you're staying, 30 to 10% brake pressure. Get all the way here, make sure the car's turned. Now you can get on the throttle, or at least work your way up to full throttle. Okay? Exiting in third there, by the way. All right, let's take the next two turns back to back with the visualizer. Let's get to the brake point first. Again, you're carrying a lot of good speed here. And so sometimes we push this braking point a little bit further back. Not with this car, not with these soft tires. Carrying a lot of speed usually from the previous corner. So you want to be braking right about here as you get to the 50 board. Okay. And let's go ahead and take a look at the visualizer for this one. All right, a little more open. Again, with both of these, they're very similar, honestly, with just a slight difference, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. Okay, so braking zone, braking point right here. You notice how we've widened this radius here. That's because this is really a long corner. No banking really to help you either. It might even slope away, I think, this one as well. Not as much as the previous, but some. So you have to really be very patient. Downshift appropriately. So you're down to fourth, you're down to third, and I really highly recommend getting down to second by mid-corner as well. Getting on the throttle right around this area. And out of the two, this is the faster of the two corners by a little bit. Okay, so what you really want to avoid doing is getting too slow too soon. Whenever you see a corner that's beyond 90 degrees, that's often the thing that can happen, the problem that surfaces, the common problem that surfaces. So don't be too slow too soon, like in this area. Be at your slowest right around here instead, and then exit in fourth. Now, for the second of the two left-handers, it is slower, and we want to actually widen that entrance a little bit more. So you see how we've depicted that. Okay, on the brakes, down to third, down to second, get the car rotated, and then this one, you do more work to get the car rotated. You plant your foot down on the ground, and you take a nice fast exit, planning to go as wide as the track limits are going to allow you. Okay. Same here. This one we can be. It's very easy to be too early, apex too early, and be too slow too soon. But the other thing that could really happen, I find, and I'm not even sure if I did it right on my fastest lap. I know a lot of times I wasn't doing it right. Is you end up braking just a little bit too late, downshifting a little bit too late. And what happens with the racing line then? Watch my cursor here. You end up being just out here. And you can get back on the racing line. There's no doubt about that. You can rejoin the racing line right here. But you'll find if you're following the Ghost, he is just doing a much better job, obviously, of keeping this tighter line through here. And that really is the fastest line. Taking a wider line here doesn't gain you any advantage. You might carry a little more speed, but because of the corner that's coming up right afterwards, you're not going to benefit from that extra speed. You're still going to be down a tenth and a half, maybe even 2/10. Okay? All right, so let's look at both of those corners then back to back here on the track. So, braking here, looking at this line, getting nice and wide and following these lines, down to third, down to second, right about here, getting the car to rotate, bang up to fourth gear on the throttle. Make sure you accelerate through the apex. Right tires end up on the curb. Brake marker here is where these two white lines converge. That's your brake marker. Just like that. You're in fourth again. And you're braking in a straight-ish line, and then you're turning down to third, down to second to get that last bit of rotation. Back up to fourth on the throttle, accelerate through the apex. If you've done it right, your momentum will carry you out here, and your left tires will end up on the curb. Okay, these next two right-handers, very tricky section, and one of the things we like to talk about sometimes when we do a lap guide is how one turn affects another, and these two turns are very much in that category. This first one, how well or how poorly you take it really affects how you take the next one, so getting this one consistent is pretty important. So let's look at these two back to back again, okay, just like we did before. So same kind of deal. The first one is faster than the second one, okay? And we're going to kind of treat it the same way in that we're going to carry more speed through here. We're going to downshift to third, get the car rotated. We'll talk about the brake point and turning point and all that in a moment. So that's what you're looking at right there. You want to be on the throttle before the apex. That's really key for both of these turns, is on the throttle before the apex, so you're carrying lots of speed through each turn. Okay. All right, so it's very easy to go too wide on this one. It's very easy also to be too narrow. So you're going to have to find that exact balance, which we'll talk about here in a moment with the turning point. So that's this turn, the fast one, the faster of the two. Now, as we think about the next one, we actually have to narrow this up. Just a little bit tighter. We're going to get more turning, more rotation done before the apex, and we're going to carry less speed. We're going to carry about 70-ish miles per hour to the apex. And you see how we get more rotation. We're trying to straighten that exit and get on the throttle before mid-corner. Really just, we're accelerating through the apex is our goal once again, okay? That's how that looks there. Obviously, with both of these, we're scared of pens, but I believe, you know, with proper technique and getting a lot of rotation done before the apexes, you're going to see the amount of pens that you get, they're going to drop, and that's really going to be helpful. So let's look at the actual track again for these two corners. So I like to brake right about here. Can't really push this brake. You're carrying a lot of speed from the previous corner. The racing softs are giving you so much grip. So really brake well before that grate, that extra fencing on the left there. That's my reference. All right. Braking all the way through here, staying nice and wide, way out here as you brake. Turn down to third. Trail brake all the way to here. On the throttle no later than this point right here. And if you've rotated properly, you can mash the throttle and be fine. You may feather a little bit just to make sure, but that's what you're going for. Braking. Oh, overshot. Hang on. Braking point for this one. I'm using this last tire mark as a reference. This one that's just over the RPMs right now. As it turns away, that's my braking reference. I'm braking as I pass it, okay? And we are turning with these tire marks as well. Down to third, if needed. Down to second is fine. Whatever it takes to get as much rotation as possible. You want to be putting your right tires over the yellow sausage. Up to fourth, full throttle. You should make the corner no problem. If you happen to be starting towards the front of the grid, excuse me. If you happen to be starting towards the front of the grid, instead of the brake marker being the 100 board, move that brake marker, and by front of the grid, I mean like top 5, top 4, top 5, right around there. Move it to just before the 50. Still plan to get nice and wide. And instead of like a heavy brake, it's going to be more of like a 50 to 75% brake pressure. And you're really just trying to carry as much speed as you can through here. Remember that your tires are cold. Yes, you have soft tires, but the cold soft tires are not ready to perform how they normally do. Now, you will have the added weight of the fuel, so that'll help you with this bounce. But definitely tinker with the start and how much you are actually able to send it through this first corner. Same deal with turn 3, the hairpin up top, because the tires are going to be cold. You're going to want to push out of that corner, but the tires probably aren't going to be ready for it, so be mindful of that. Now, as far as a pit entrance goes, let's look at that for a moment. So this started us kind of not how I wanted to. So you're going to brake at the same time. You don't really want to change your brake point at all. Go ahead and brake at the same time. What you're going to do, though, instead of getting on the throttle right here, right, you're going to continue to decelerate. I highly recommend, if you have someone behind you, go ahead and put your blinker on. Let them know that you're going in, because if they're not ready for it, they're going to slam into the back of you, okay? Oops. So continue to brake all the way through here. Brake, 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 brake. You can't really plan to go wide. You got to be no wider than right here. And if you have braked properly all the way to this point, you should be able to get back on the throttle right here. And you need to be on the inside of this white line right here. That's what you're gonna get a pit lane cutting penalty if you don't do that. Okay? That's what that looks like. Then you're gonna, oh yes, it always does that to me. So you do that. After you get through You get on the throttle. Look for this crest right here, the end of the flag on the left. Get on the brakes nice and tight. If you need a little downshift to second, I say go for it. Then back up to third and out you go. Okay? And that is your lap guide, turn 1 for lap 1 guide, and pit entrance guide for Red Bull Ring. Boom. Just like old times, huh? Just like old times. Get this back together here. 40 burger while I was out. Thank you, everyone. Mike number 5, great to see you, man. Ooh, my voice cracked. Beecham, good to see you. Catching up here. All right, we've got. Ooh. It's 8:34, so we've missed the 8:30 race. Let's see if I can't actually beat this time. Who knows? Because I don't. Well. Might go to the alt account and do race B. I could do that. I don't know if I have the endurance right now for this race. I am dragging a little bit today. Let me see what happens. That'll be 8:50. Let's see what happens. See how we feel. Blue screen. Thank you, sir. It's a rally car, right? Should be able to go on the grass, no problem. A little early on the throttle there. Doesn't matter. We're serving a pan anyway. Yeah. I think I cut the inner one. No, I like that track, honestly. I'm out of the two new tracks, I like that one quite a bit. Yeah. Toast on this one. Toast. See if I own it. Do not. Go buy it. Gotta have my sweet Bugatti livery. Right? Oh, this is Wayne's. Yeah, let's get Wayne's on. 2,000 plus strong, baby. Nice. Love it. The two-tone orange and green is just well done. Very well done. Very cool. I do love the Bugatti. I don't get much of a chance to drive it anymore. All right, let's feel this out a little bit. We'll clock into the 850 race. I don't think I'll put up a time though. I think I'll stay in the back. I think that's going to be a good decision. Is that right, SD? Yeah, I've seen other people use the Aussie Pugs liveries of ours. They're sweet looking, man. They're awesome. No, I'm not. I don't think they have. I'm not going to put up a time yet. Probably just a lift, yeah. I agree, Rad. I really agree. I'm disappointed for sure. Okay. We'll try it. It's close. Okay, yeah, he'll do it. Yeah, exactly, Rad. Totally see it. I'm just, for me, I just wanna boycott it because I don't want to put up a time to just have it reset. I'm not doing a lap guide here either because of that. So, yeah. But we can race here and have a little fun for a couple more hours. Next stream planned is Thursday. We'll see if this is reset by then. Bulldozer, thank you for subbing up, my bud. Just 11 away from 2300. That is cool stuff. Yeah, but if you time that turn wrong, then it's no good. Not gonna hold it. Sub. Welcome along, bud. Appreciate you coming in, subbing up. Means a lot, man. Try this again. Oh, we're running out of time though. Oh, it's close. Yeah, it's really tight to keep it mashed to the floor. All right. Ooh, yeah. I saw the Elantra N is really competitive. Well, we're just gonna hang in the back. Get what positions we can, kind of keep it a chill race night tonight. Vienna, Austria. Fantastic. Man, it's pretty late for you, or early for you, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Panda Cookie, for plugging in the short there. Little lift-in race. Yeah. That makes sense. Radar up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bulldozer. Well, at least we might be able to keep you some company while you're not feeling well. Maybe the sounds of my beautiful Bugatti will soothe you into some slumber. 6 laps. What is this, a 7-minute race? Right, that's where the penalty line is. Man, that front group is just gone already. Feels like they're uncatchable. Yes, Radion's a good bud of ours. And when I can, I love hanging out with Radion stream in my morning time. Followed him right into the wall. Not usually up yet, yeah. This will be fine. This will be fine. Wow, what a hit. Actually got me damage in the rear of my car. Yeah, maybe I will. Ooh, we're about to get slipstream again. Ooh, that was close. Got the run. Nothing he can do except block me. I guess he could have blocked me. Okay, that was pretty fun. A chill race. Maybe do we try to put up a time? Do we put up a time that is at least a non-cheating time? Do we want to try that? Let's try that. It'll be fine. All right, SD. See you, bud. Messed that up a little bit. Back to AS today? Yeah, that's a good idea, Brad. Let's try to carry the speed here. Takes about 3 laps to actually get up to full potential if you don't make any mistakes. Yeah, Rad. Yeah. Just so that time there. Nope, not that time. Wow, that wasn't it at all, was it? Yeah, buddy! Disconnected, baby! You know, lead pencil's back when... Yeah, I wish, I think they really need to up the... make the wall collision pen strong so that you really can't do it anymore. Because this would be a really fun race. Once you get on, too, it is a booger to try and get off, isn't it? Yeah, I like Delier's track. This needed to be like 8 or 10 laps. This is way too short of a race, in my opinion. Hey, high performance, higher, no, higher, yeah, high performance. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it was a great vacation, bud. Enjoyed it. All right, well, we didn't move up very far. We are still connecting and preparing track. There we go. Hmm. Oh, wow, there's only 11 of us? That's funny. Wow. Not a popular combo, to say the least. High performance. High performance. Van Hagar. Yep. That's the story, LG. Not a fan. Or maybe he's got a bad connection. That might be what's up there. Yeah, ultra wall riders. Then there's this silliness. Yeah, figured you'd block. It's just so much speed when they wall ride there. I don't know that I can compete. Nice. Nice hitting. I appreciate that very much. Oh. I kind of don't feel bad because he's wall riding. Is that wrong? Like, okay. I'll take your word for it. Little tap of the wall that time. I bet the right front is hot right now. Don't hit the curb there. It's not a good plan. If I can keep it above 100, I think that's good there. Ugh. Turn 5. Yeah, all of them are all riding up to the front for sure. Yeah, and most people gain DR as well. It's really not that great. Pro wall rider. I missed the pro part. Well, let's try the that's lame. Race B is lame. I've never been so dissatisfied with a race before. I doubt I own the Subi. I gotta rent it. You guys started it. Yeah, we'll probably put up a time. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there, performance, for sure. Right, tires are cold. They're not ready. Not great. Ooh. Oh, shoot. How not to take turns with how not to take turns with lead pencil. That was fun. No bueno. How not to do things is a legit lesson. You can always learn from an example, whether it's a good one or a bad one. All right, let's see if we can get a 28 something at least. Yeah, the game cheats for sure. It's a very squirrely car. But its acceleration is so good, which is why it's so good here. Oh, no, you don't. Lost quite a bit there. Pretty much followed the ghost there, didn't I? No pen. Fascinating. Too bad I'm gonna run out of time on this lap. Too late on the throttle there. Ooh, that was nice. Oh well. Okay. All right, and we're in lower split as well. Let's stop at the pits once. All right, let's just drive and see what happens, huh? I do this race and the 10 o'clock race. I call it after that. Methinks. Cold tires to start. Cold tires. We're just gonna leave this alone. Right about there. And radar up. Thank you, Nielsen. Is that right? High performance? Yeah, this is my alt account. I'm not on my primary tonight. I don't think I have the headspace for primary insanity. Hey Marshall, good to see you, friend. A bit crazy there. Man, some significant lag spikes. I've heard that the servers have been weird while I was away. There's another person with a pen up ahead too. Advocate, good to see you. Yeah, we're in Maryland there, Bulldozer. She was very much there. It is 9:35 right now. to another pen. That'll make it interesting up there. Perfectly faced. I mean, I was stopped on the apex. I don't know. Might not have been the cleanest. Oh man, the lag is really bad. You going? We are chasing the police. Okay, Beard. Games Be Strong has making that Viper work pretty well since his penalty. You got it, High. You got it, High Performance. Whew, that was close. I think I got the pin. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the pin. I didn't stay on the brakes long enough. Hard enough, long enough. Yeah, for cutting the pit lane. So, the undercut is not going to work this time around. Our pace is good though. Let's see what we can do. Yep, still fifth. First place is probably long gone. No chance at that. But podium, still in the cards. Oh, it's one of those times when we're going way too deep again. Okay. Gotta be careful, we're gonna lose touch. Maybe some fourth place energy. You're not wrong, BL. Hey, chauffeur, great to see you, man. little bit of ping pong action there. None of these guys are flinching yet. Got too excited. That's it. You two battle. You two battle. Good boys. Keep battling. At least I didn't get a pen. Ah, I got too greedy with the worn tires. Nuts. Yeah, I think it was. I think he was waiting up. Okay. Not bad with a 3-second pit lane cutting penalty. Let's go again. I'll be able to get, if we're still in the same level of lobby, go again. It's a pretty fun race. Nice performance. Almost podium. I know that guy, by the way. No, almost podium. So what up? I think we got one track limit pen and then one pit lane cutting pen, right? Not too bad. Yeah, I could definitely, unless, I mean, if they fix the wall riding issue, on race B, I could see doing that on Thursday when I stream again, but from right now, this looks like the place to be. Oops. See if we can better that time any. What was, did that put us 6th, 7th, 8th in the grid last time? I forget. Can't remember. Straighten up before you do that, you dummy. Right, you're in Austria, that's right. Cool, man. Exceedingly cool. bad entrance. Yeah, I went to unleaded. Went deep again. No. Yeah, lost a lot of it. Slight improvement. One more race for the night. One more race. See if we can improve upon our 5th place. Mm-hmm. No pit lane cutting pin this time. Thank you, Dozer. Yep, still a lower lobby. Oh, Bailey's here. Now we have a target. I don't know if he knows about my alt account. If he didn't, he does now. Someone driving the Suzuki. That's fun. He hit my bum. I got damage on my bum. Come on, damage. Heal. There you go. Slowing me down. Do not envy Bailey's spot being pole, being pressured immediately from behind. Whew. That was rough. Oh, Bailey's racking up the pens now. Red Bull Ring is striking again. Yeah, a lot of red over people's heads. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Not the cleanest, but it'll do. Another half second for Bailey. Yeah, I think Evo and WRX are pretty stellar for this combo. Yeah, he can still catch us. These guys aren't exactly carrying the best of pace at the moment. Yeah. Oh, he's just gonna give it up. Okay. I like it, Performance. Hey, Advocate. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Good car. Ah. Wow, it just made it worse. Okay, fine. Wow, all the way to last, my friends. Woo, boy. Nuts. Yeah, it was a great vacation, man. Really great. Yeah, that's true. Very true. All right, let's try an early pit. Should have loads of clean air. See if we can grab a couple spots from that. Fast Gato. That might have been a cut. It's close. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Oh, bad miss. No likey. Wow, he extended those softs a long time. Fastest lap, at least for now. Wish we hadn't have got that pen right then. Oh, very sorry. Yeah, I guess I broke too late. I'm not sure. I appreciate that, bud. And that's on a belt-driven wheel, or sorry, gear-driven wheel. I think this guy has a butt ton of traction control on. Yeah, I have a 923. That's correct. Dang it. Well, whatever. Rack 'em up! There it is. Good old villainous. Heat box. Nice, Dixon. Keep working at it, man. Good job. All right. Well, we got a taste of Daily B. We got a smattering of Daily C. And yeah, I mean, not a terrible night, but man, they need to fix B. They need to be. It could be so good, and instead, it's horrid. It's just horrid. If you don't want to wall ride, you have no chance. Bailey bounced back from his penalty. Got the win. Very cool. All right, my good people, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to get this lap guide video out and then get some rest. Rest, indeed. But, oh no, I don't mind that at all. Filbo. Is that right, chauffeur? Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me today. I know it's been a little bit, so it means a lot to see you all here today and check out these dailies with me. I wish we had a little bit better combos, but hey, what can you do? I wish I had been home for Catalunya in Group 4. That's what I really wish. That'd have been awesome. I'd have dug that one for sure. that's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for the new subs, cheering me on, checking out the dailies with me. You all are awesome. I love you like crazy. Not a thing you can do to change my mind. That's right. Still the same. I'll see you guys. I was planning on seeing you on Thursday. Bye-bye.